What's up, guys? Well, this is Toto Hammer, and this is my first live, well, by myself on the channel, because usually I do stuff with solo people on about football, and I always say there's F1 stuff coming to the channel as well. I've been doing F1 all through this channel, and I'm going to carry on doing it. So this is F1 2023 Spanish Grand Prix prediction show. And what we're going to do, we're going to predict the top 3 or top 5 standings for Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday with the qualifying and Sunday, which is the race. So, well, I'm going to talk about practice. Two just came up. Of course, Matt's got fastest lap. Alonso got second. And on to Alonso and Stroll. The big, massive gap between them is unbelievable, because they put out a little graphic of Alonso and Stroll of track dominance powered by AWS. They had the track dominance. Green was for Alonso, and the white marker was for Stroll, and all of the track was just covered in green. So Alonso had the best track dominance, and it seems like Lance Stroll isn't really finding the car. And he's struggling. He's really struggling. And Stroll was doing decent at the start of the season, but as soon as after Monaco, he just started to drop, and Stroll isn't really finding the car. Yeah, man. That's what I'm doing. Aston Martin. New wings for Haas. I think their wing angle a bit changed. They put some technical stuff on the wing. They put some like spike. I don't know what they do, but they put a little carbon fibre in the wing to give it that more technical stuff about the wing. And look, the Haas wing, it's got a few carbon fibre stuff on it. It's looking good. Hulkenberg got third fastest in practice 2, and got ahead of Perez, who finished 4th in practice 2. Look, I know it's only practice, but the Haas was looking good in practice 2 for Hulkenberg anyway. And yeah, man, look, I'm gonna predict Saturday and Sunday. Before we predict, I'm gonna talk about Mercedes. Look, Mercedes practice 1. Russell was running on the test tyres, so it's not. I don't know what the test tyres are for, but they're just test tyres. Look, because the Spanish Grand Prix, they got new upgrades. They had a new wing for Monaco, I think, but now Spanish Grand Prix, there's new upgrades, new everything. But practice 1, Hamilton didn't finish that well. Russell, I think, finished 8th, and I think it was 8th, and I think Hamilton finished somewhere down in 20th or something like that in practice 1. And it weren't really looking good, but I'm just going to stick to what I'm going to say now, that it's only practice. Relax, because practice is where people just test the car. Practice 2, they do the quali sims, same as practice 3. They do the quali sims to prep themselves for qualifying. And Mercedes, look at Mac for an example. Sainz was first fastest with the soft tyres, and then Verstappen, last couple of corners and there's also changes to the Spanish Grand Prix where the last corner where you can go flat out, it's not really a change. It's always been there. I don't understand why they had the chicane, because to me the chicane, it's a bit dangerous for the car as well, because all there is, I drove it in the sim as well, all there is just pure rumble strips and sausage curbs. That's all there is. And sausage curbs, could damage the floor, the underfloor, and that could be really crucial for of course, an F1 car. So look, sorry if I'm a bit sluggish today, guys. I've got a bit of hay fever. I'm sniffing. So anyway, I'm just gonna get through this. Again, with Mercedes, the car isn't really looking good. Going into, what term was it? I don't know what term, but it's like the rear end of the car, the Mercedes, isn't really working out well, as you could see. Russell getting the better of Hamilton, but I don't really care. The race what matters the most, not qualifying, not practice. Qualifying matters, don't get me wrong, but the race is where all the points and everything is decided. Unless it's a sprint weekend, the race is what most important, because that's where you get the most points. So I think Russell finished 6th, and Hamilton finished somewhere around 8th. Look, again, big improvement from practice 1. Hamilton, big improvement from practice 1. Finished from the back all the way up to 8th. And then Russell, big improvement from practice 1 as well. So look, I think as it stands now, Mercedes is trying to do like a slow build-up. Don't like go in there straight away, straight into the fire. You want to test out your upgrades. You want to give them time. Look, you can see Mercedes weren't trying. Practice 1 of running their test times, but I think the car alone doesn't really look good. It looks shaky. The rear end looks shaky. They were going wide in a few corners. Hamilton got caught up to traffic, which is understandable. But the car looked all over the place for me. I know they improved from practice 1, but the Mercedes car looked all over the place. And look, they need to change. They're gonna need to change the concept for next season because look, big up SL Coolman, man. Big up SL Coolman. Feel free to join this discussion. Look, the Mercedes car, it needs to be changed for next season. It needs to be changed. The concept needs to be changed. And I heard that it's gonna look like the Red Bull next season. It's going to look like the Red Bull next season because they're going to change the whole car. They couldn't change it this season because of the cost cap. Because of course, that was ages ago. There were no cost cap was involved. It would have been different, but now the cost cap's involved, and you need to spend like a certain amount of a season. They can't change the concept in the season, can they? They can't spend what money they got. Like with Red Bull, they got breached of the cost cap relegations for the 2021 season. They went over the cost cap because now the cost cap can't. There's a certain budget. You can't overspend the budget, otherwise you get penalised for it. Because that would be causes cheating because you're overspending to get the better upgrades. And that's how cool, man. Yeah, they need to change the whole thing. They've got to change the whole thing. Because if they don't change the whole thing, they're not going to get anywhere. Honestly. They're not going to get anywhere if they don't change the whole thing. But look. SR Cool, man. You're in the chat room now. You can predict Saturday and Sunday for qualifying and race. Saturday, look, Max is tops the practice 1 and practice 2. He'll be looking really good in the quali sims. Looking really good in the medium tyres. But at the end of the day, it's not Max that's getting his championship. It's the car. The car alone is just, it's too fast. It's too fast. Yeah, so cool, man. I'll drop into yours as well, man. I'll drop into yours. But look. The car, yeah, the Red Bull car is just fast, man. It's so fast, and that's what's getting him through. Look, they're not gonna win every single race, and if they do winning every single race, I'll be coming out on my channel saying I was wrong. They won every single race, but Red Bull, in my opinion, isn't gonna win every single race. Could be a DNF, could be a crash out. You never know what can happen. It's Formula 1. And, yeah, man, look. My prediction for qualifying. My qualifying prediction. My top 3. Alonso is looking good as well, you know. Alonso is looking good. So, I'm going to go pole Max. 2nd, Perez. And 3rd, Alonso for qualifying. And race, I'm going to go for... This is going to be my top 3 for the race. I'm going to go for a Max. I'm going to go for a Max win. 2nd, Alonso. And 3rd, Sainz. That's what I'm going to go for qualifying and race. SL Coleman, if you've got any decisions, you can go say it in the chat room and I'll say it out. But look, anyway, feel free, look, don't forget to hit that like button, man. Honestly, because it's free. Doesn't take too much of your day. It takes about, not even a second, really, a millisecond just to click that like button. If it goes blue, if it goes different colours, whatever. Just unless you click that like button, that's showing support for the channel. And don't forget to buy me a coffee by scanning that QR code. You're not obligated to do it, but it doesn't cost a fortune. Doesn't cost a fortune, but you're not obligated to do it. But if you want to do it, show a little bit of support. Every little helps. Go scan that QR code, and also if you go to the description below, I got all my description there, my links, buy me a coffee links, and yeah, and saying I'm going to predict the top 3 for qualifying and race for Saturday and Sunday. Everything's there in the description below to show the support to my channel. But look, we've got 3 people watching. If you got anything to predict, qualifying and race, top 3 predictions, say it in the chat now. But I'm saying, as I was saying in the beginning of the video, Mercedes, big improvement from practice 1, but the car doesn't really look good. The Red Bull, Verstappen topping 2 practice sessions. Practice 2 was Max, Alonso, and who else? Hulkenberg. So the Haas front wing is looking good. The Haas could have had front wing changes. And yeah, man, that's all I've got to say. Saturday, I think it's going to be a Max win. Sunday, I think it's going to be a Max win. But the top 3 for Saturday, I'm going to go with Max, Perez, Alonso. Sunday is going to be Max, Alonso, and Sainz. So that's my top 3. What's your top 3? If you can't chat now in the live chat, feel free to put it in the comment section. And again, a little bit of cheeky promotion here. Feel free to scan that QR code to show support for the channel. Buy me a coffee. Not obligated. Feel free to hit the like. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Feel free to drop me a follow on Twitter. Got out some links in the description. But my Twitter is at Toto Hammer 44. YouTube, of course, Toto Hammer. Twitch. What's my Twitch again? Toto_Hammer. So that's my Twitch. TTV_Toto Hammer. That's my Twitch. So yeah, see you later, guys. Thanks for joining. SR Coolman, thanks for joining. The 3 people who is viewing, thanks for viewing as well. Thanks for dropping the likes. Thanks for whoever subscribed. And yeah, man, thanks for showing support to the channel. Of course, look out for Saturday and Sunday race live reactions. Me and Soda are going to do live reactions. And Monday or Tuesday, depending if we're busy or not, we're going to be doing the debrief, Spanish Grand Prix debrief. So yeah, man, thanks for all the views, thanks for the likes, thanks for every single support on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn the post notifications, scan that QR code to show support. See you later, guys. Toto Hammer.